targeting the COVID-19 virus utilizing unitive medicine.
Great example of that would be Robert Sapolsky, another one of my idols. His book, Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers, is a must-read for everyone. So, and there is a little YouTube click. So if you go to that YouTube click, you'll read about this incredible story, and the story about apes that he went in, or baboons that he went and visited all the time. And then one time he visited them, and a great number had died from tuberculosis, eating garbage that had tuberculosis. So here is the coronavirus here, the cleavage sites, what it's similar, and it's an RNA virus, not a DNA virus. And you have to remember all this stuff on the internet about trying different things, high dose vitamin C, melatonin. You know, I've seen stuff on aloe vera. We see as much people writing wrong critical reports about botanicals and botanical compounds being contraindicated with no good science, without the understanding of wisdom, and we see also that happening in an opposite way. So how do we diagnose? And so here we have constitutional host factors, what the patient presents, what are their complaints. When you ask them questions, what are the answers you get? Then in your observation, when you look at them, look at their tongue, look at their eyes, look at their skin, feel their hands, feel their pulse if you want. What do the lab tests say? We're going to get into that. And then what do we know about the disease patterns itself and what we need to do about that? And that brings me to the fever. So fever is our friend. Don't fear the fever. You have to work with the fever, not against the fever. Fever in of itself kills viruses. All by itself. Heat is effective against viruses. Early studies showed that animals that were given viruses that were put into a hot environment as opposed to a cold environment had much better survival outcome than the ones in the cold environment. So the heat becomes important. That's why even warm foods, warm soups, hot teas, these are all important. Here's on Pope, one of my favorites. Acute and chronic viral infection with inflammation, lymphatic gland swelling, irritation, redness, ulceration of the membranes, disease of the skin, particularly squamous diseases, great for eczema, #1 herb for squamous cell cancers, and chanting and humming, and then how important prayer is and spirituality is to good health, and how important laughter is as well. And laughter helps strengthen the immune system. And why my cat, called Curry at home, is upset with all the homing that my children are doing from school and everything. Anyway, and finally, life is porous, the whole world leaks. There's no such thing as a perfect seal. It all gets out, it all gets in. Everything leaks into everything so that everything can heal. What a terrible, sad neurosis it is to fear of this osmosis.